And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Welcome back. First up, some advisories here. We've got a winter weather advisory out for tomorrow and tomorrow night for the Anatuvik Pass area there in the Brooks Range for up to 2 inches of new snow falling, but with winds gusting to 35 miles an hour, they'll create blowing snow, greatly reducing visibilities. And that again out for tomorrow night and the next day into Saturday. Otherwise, there's a winter storm warning out for 12 to 13 or 11 to 13 inches of snow here for the city of Hyder. And that's from what's currently out now, went out at noon today and will stay out until 6 a.m. Friday. And again, that's for the city of Hyder there, looking for some significant snowfall to continue. And for Wrangell, there's a winter weather advisory out, again, for 3 to 5 inches of snow, much lighter than Hyder. And that's for the city and borough of Wrangell. And that's out until 9 p.m. this evening. And moving on to satellite imagery, see clouds here spreading into the northwest part of the state as well as the north slope of the Arctic coast, bringing snow from the central Arctic coast down in toward Point Hope and Cape Lisburne on the west side there, with increasing winds all through the area from Kotzebue on up along the western and central Arctic coastal areas there. And down to the south, we have a front stretching out here. We're actually lifting northward, bringing some light rain into the eastern Aleutians and Alaska Peninsula area. And over the southeast coast, a system, putting that again, moving across the southern areas, bringing rain and snow to those locations there. Snow, Wrangell southward there toward Hyder and Stewart, with rain from Ketchikan in toward Klawock. Much colder, dry conditions with clearing skies up to the north toward Juneau and Haines and along the Klondike Highway. Very cold temperatures here over mainland Alaska. During the day today, some locations remaining around 40 degrees below zero throughout the afternoon, mainly up over the Yukon Flats. And that associated with strong high pressure there, centered near the border. Back to the northwest, there's that front approaching the western Arctic coast with increasing winds of anywhere from 35 to 60 miles an hour, the strongest gusts occurring at the Cape Lisburne, Point Hope areas there. Winds on the increase there, even on the central Arctic coast, with slight snow spreading eastward. Otherwise, clear cold day here over the remainder of the state, right on down to the North Gulf Coast. Kodiak Island, light winds, sunshine today, extending up across the Alaska Peninsula and Bristol Bay, as well as the northern Bering Sea. Here's a front bringing some rain into the eastern Aleutians and Alaska Peninsula. And for tonight, that'll continue to edge northward, so it's going to keep wet conditions actually now linking up with this trough here near Adak. So from Adak eastward, right up along the peninsula, periods of rain continue tonight. It should say light rain with gusty east to east winds along the area there, maybe up to 25, possibly as high as 35 miles an hour. Clear and cold here over southern Alaska. Variable clouds starting to move into the interior there, and snow with gusty winds here for the Arctic coast into the north slope. And for the southeast coast, that low center tracking eastward there keeps the snow going, rain and snow going there in those areas tonight, but drier and cold conditions continue for the central and northern panhandle. And then for tomorrow, again, things slowly drying out down to the south, but light snow lingering through the afternoon and misty fjords eastward. But just some scattered snow showers in the afternoon for Prince of Wales Island. Otherwise clear and cold for the southeast coast. Clear and cold across southern Alaska here. And variable clouds in the interior. And periods of snow with gusty winds again from the Brooks Range on out to the eastern Arctic coast. And not too bad here. Be on the chilly side for the southwest interior, but winds will be light and skies mostly clear, with that extending into the Bering Sea. And we still have a front here, keeping chance of rain in over the, or periods of light rain over the eastern Aleutians and Alaska Peninsula. Otherwise, just scattered showers over the southern Bering Sea. And then on Saturday, it really dries out here over the Bering Sea with a lot of clear skies, dry east-northeasterly wind flow across just about the entire area, with some isolated to widely scattered showers in store for the Aleutians, and that's about it. Alaska Peninsula dry, a lot of clear skies over the western interior. This moisture sliding southward here with the remnants of that front as upper level trough comes digging south-southwestward there. So look for more clouds and chances of light snow there for the eastern part of the state, right on down into the eastern Alaska range. And then this trough bringing some moisture into the western North Gulf Coast, mostly the Kenai Peninsula. Probably see some clouds spread into Prince William Sound and a chance of rain and snow for Kodiak Island. And the warm front now keeping a chance of moisture for the southern panhandle. Otherwise, clear, cold, and windy in areas for the northern southeast coast. Lows for tonight down that way, 10 to 15, really varying on the wind speeds there for the northern areas, and upper 20s, lower 30s to the south. Anywhere from 30 to 35 below, or 25 to 35 below for the Copper River Basin. Susitna Valley down again anywhere from 10 to 20 below, with temperatures 5 to 10 below for the Kenai Peninsula. All the way down to 6 for Homer, single numbers for Bristol Bay, lower 20s Kodiak Island, and anywhere from 25 to 45 below for the central and eastern interior, with the clouds and wind keeping it milder, above zero for the Arctic coast, and lows in the teens here along the west coast, and Pribilof, though, up to 33. Not bad by comparison here, pretty warm, 40s for the Aleutians. Highs tomorrow, lower to mid 40s for the Aleutians, staying below zero over the interior. Warmer for the North Slope and Arctic coast tomorrow, into the teens, and also warmer here on the west coast, up toward 20. For south central Alaska, looking at a pretty chilly day once again tomorrow, with highs 10 to 15, and staying well below zero in the Copper River Basin, and pretty chilly across the southeast coast, but above freezing down over the southern areas. And for the lows next morning, 5 to 15, northern panhandle, upper 20s to the south, well below zero again. All of interior Alaska closer to zero, or 0 to 5 below for south central Alaska, but back below zero all the way up to the Arctic coast. That'll be followed by highs here in the lower 40s, lower to mid 40s for the Aleutians, and mid 30s or upper 30s Kodiak Island there. And again, 10 to 15 south central Alaska, with highs Saturday afternoon staying below zero for the Copper River Basin, teens northern panhandle, and lower 40s now to the south.